6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. As usual, we're running a little bit late, and today I'm going to continue with the dresses that I started last week, and I will go ahead and flip the screen and we'll get started with that, and hope I'm not upside down. So let's just check this out. I'm going to bring that, there's my ceiling, and let's flip the screen. And yay, we're not upside down. Thank goodness, because we've had that issue before. Let me move this over here and bring that over here. And I just have to make sure, I think I have to bring this over a little bit more. And excuse me while I adjust everything to make sure we are centered. And I will bring the video up on my computer so I can see how it looks on your end. There we go. And there we go. I can see it. Yay. Hey, Sharon. How are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Happy spring. Hope your weather is doing well. Starting to get warm, I guess. So here is that. And what I can do is even pull it up a little bit more. Just a little bit more so we have more showing here. Now, let's see where my hands are to make sure that they're centered. I think that's pretty good. I could get closer, but we should be okay. So if I should bring them over more this way. Perfect. Have to get adjusted here. Been a while. Yeah, nice. Awesome. Gorgeous. Yay. That's perfect. So yeah, we started these last week, which were the wire dresses. So there's that. And then this one I had actually started last week and it didn't work well. It was too wobbly, but I ended up weaving it a little bit more and it turned out really good. So that worked well. And then on a side note, I'm making all these kits. So you guys should definitely check out the new wire jewelry kits on Etsy. I have a whole bunch of them. I'm working on a bunch of them. I have surprise packs with different beads and wires and stuff. So that's a work in progress. That's my current project. And then also there's going to be another 10-day challenge coming up in April. So look out for that. That's a lot of fun. And now what I wanted to do is actually try to do something like this where I combine actual fake flowers. So I'm going to see what I got. And I'm going to pull this up. I have some of these artificial flowers, but I also have this type of thing. I was hoping I had some ribbon, and I don't really have ribbon, but I have this that might work okay. And actually, if this came in different colors, it would be better. But I'm gonna I'm gonna try something with that. I also have these little cloth flowers that I used to make cake toppers and stuff. So I thought I'll take some of these out. Not quite sure exactly how I'm gonna incorporate them. And I think it's better to go smaller. Like here's a really cute little small one. So maybe we can do something like that. And oh, I also had this really cute one that I've used before. It's like a little rose. And I'm going to take a few of these out and see what I can do with them because I do like the idea. Oh, the pink ones are pretty too. They're maybe a little bit bigger. Here's some of the pink ones. Let's see what we can do with all this stuff. Oh, and there's a red one too, but maybe not red. Okay. Now, love the challenges. Yeah, I love seeing your work in the challenges. And we are going to do live wires for the win again, but season 5 will be in the winter. So it's going to be January. So we'll see if that date works better for people because sometimes before Christmas, it's a little bit crazy busy with people's projects and stuff. So here's a bunch of flowers. I'm not going to choose them yet. These are all the ones I have. This one's going to be maybe harder to do, so I'll put that one back. But we have these. I'm going to put them at the side. We have the gauze and these, which I'm going to do. So I want to do some kind of wire frame and put that on. We're going to see what we're going to do with that. It's going to be fun. And I have also these fake flowers, but I don't think there's anything too suitable in these. I think these are all too big. I thought I'd just look through them and see, but I'm pretty sure I use these ones more for crafts. So I'm pretty sure those are all going to be too big. So we'll put those at the side. I'll just put them over there. And For the stand, I was thinking maybe a silver or like a brass or a copper, but I think maybe the brass is going to be good because it's a little bit thicker. There's Amber. Hi, Amber. How you doing? Oh, I probably should have messaged you when I hop on. I got totally distracted, but I just started like 5 minutes ago, so we're not too late. So there we go. And hopefully you get notifications when I go on, Amber. I'm not sure if you get them right away or if they're delayed. Just let me know about that. But I always tend to be late. Although last week I was exactly on time for the live stream, so that was cool. Now, what if we make the stand and then somehow I have to figure out how I'm going to do the dress. This one I really haven't thought out very well at all. I'm going to maybe get some thinner wire too. Oh, look at my 20 gauge. This isn't quite the same color, but it's okay if it's not quite the same. Let's see what else I have. I have copper. And what else do I have? I have this gold. I have gold and copper. They're all slightly different. It's okay if they're not quite the same color. I just think this copper one is going to be a little thin. So maybe I'll go with these two or this and this. I think this one because the other one is brass, so it's a little stiffer. Hi, Connie. How you doing? Oh, you got a notification, eh? Sometimes there's a notification delay. Okay, so I just should have messaged you, but I was very busy just setting up. I have so many projects on the go. It's really fun. I'm working on those kits and I'm having such fun with them. It's really, really a lot of fun. Now, the thing is, if I'm going to incorporate these flowers, I'm not even 100% sure I want to, but I'm seeing which ones I'm going to do. Maybe these would be good. These are like antique-y kind of dusty, rosy type of things. And I'm not sure they're gonna go with this type of ribbon. It's not awful. I almost want to paint this ribbon because I think it would be nice if there was this kind of gauze, but not white, because it's gonna maybe look a little funny. I don't even know what color I would want to do with that if I was to paint it. Like what would show off these flowers, I wonder. I don't know if it should be green or what it would be, what it should be, because in theory I could cut some off and paint it. I hadn't thought about that, but let's cut a little piece. I was hoping to actually get ribbon. I thought that would have been really cool, but I don't know what color. Connie, you're good at art. What color would show off? I mean, you guys are all good at art, but Connie's an art teacher, so I'm just wondering if any color would show that off, or if I should actually get ribbon. Now this one is literally falling apart, which is a bit of a drag. Oh, I could also maybe take apart one of these and use the ribbon. I hadn't thought about that, because yellow is quite nice. Actually, yellow is really nice. We could maybe put these three colors. I kind of like those three colors together. Anyways, we should probably go ahead and make the thing first. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze, guys. Oh, wait. Cubby. Is it coming? No, it's gone. Let's go ahead and do the dress. Darker blue, maybe. Darker blue might be good too. Blue. Yeah, blue would show those off. As a background, or to make the flowers pop. Yeah, you're right, like opposite colors. Good idea. Okay, we're gonna set that aside. We are going to do something with this dress form type of thing, and I kind of wanted to do it 3-dimensional, but this is the part where it might be a little bit tricky. So let's just cut a big piece of the wire. We're gonna go back to the flowers. We're gonna see if those are gonna work at all, because I'm not 100% sure. But why don't we just get a good long piece of wire. I'm gonna just measure it. So if we have, that's 18. Let's get this one over here. So we have 18, and maybe start with 30 inches to be sure. Yeah, let me know what you guys are working on project-wise. if you have any art or wire projects that you're working on. I've been working a lot in my gratitude journal, doing collage and drawing and things like that. I really enjoy that. So anything art related. Yeah, and I guess Amber will be back with Serena on the weekend because she took a week off, but she should be back on Sunday, which is nice. That's our friend Serena's Art Lovers Academy. She does studio sessions on Sunday, so we all hop on and do art together, which is really nice. Ooh, green would be nice too. That's actually a really good idea too. I wish I had some ribbon, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to paint that or not, and it might not look too good, but we're going to see. We're going to see what we're going to do. I know I have ribbons somewhere. I just don't know where they are. Oh, you know where I bet they are? In my Christmas stuff. I could run down after and see. Paint pours. Oh yeah, you posted one. That was so nice. I love that. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? I'm just getting a thought. I could probably do just maybe a two-dimensional outline and work around it. Let's try that. Let's try that. So I'm going to cut a piece. This one's going to be a little bit less long. So maybe this one can be 18. I wonder if we could start in the middle and work down. 18's a little long. Maybe 16. Okay. What if we did something like that, where we start at the top, okay, and then maybe get this halfway point. Okay, there. Green's a good idea too, yeah. So let's do that, and where are my pliers? Okay, let's get some pliers, and down, and then curve it out. Just try to keep this pretty simple. That might be a little bit on the narrow side, but then we're going to bend this straight down here. I like being able to do this on the live stream because honestly, I had no idea what direction I wanted to go today, but I do like this. I do like this idea with the three-dimensional dress form. So whether it works or not, we don't really know. But if this comes down here, so we wanted just to do something like this, where you bring it down and down, and then we can go over it with we're going to do a dress on top, if that works. And if not, you guys can use these ideas in any way you like. You can go a different direction with it. You can use bits and pieces of different tutorials or different live streams. So if we go down here and we want to, if you want to twist it, remember it's better to have these going out at angles rather than one straight down. That's the best way to twist. Now, if you're gonna have trouble holding it, maybe get these nylon jaw pliers, and then we can do our twist. And to get an even twist, you really have to hold this out at an equal angle. I'm gonna bring this down. I want to make it a decent length. As I actually maybe didn't even make this big enough. See, I'm going to bring it right down, but try to make it a good size. So if we bring this out and then down, so 18 was a little bit long, or 16 was, so maybe 15 inches. Should do this in pencil. Okay, so let's do this one. 15 inches times 18 gauge. Okay. And down here. And hi, Angela. How are you? Nice to see you. Very good. Wow. That's nice when people come that haven't come in a while or don't come always every week. So that's nice. We have our kind of regulars that are here pretty well every week. And I love it when different people come. Okay, so now we are going to turn this around. So we can use the bag making pliers for that. My table's a mess. Okay, so we're gonna get this, and maybe on the largest part of the bail making pliers, we'll bring it around. That looks pretty good. And then this one too, so they're the same size. And you can check them. This one might have to be turned a little more. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna bring this one all the way around. And then this one too, all the way around. And we're gonna hope the sun doesn't come on my table today because it's a very sunny day, but I think last time it didn't end up coming on the table. Maybe the time of day, the position of the sun. Okay, so we've started with this part, and then we're just gonna bring this one in and around, and in and around to make the spirals. It's already looking pretty cool. Now, we could have done it on the, you're good, that's awesome. Let us know what you're working on these days. Project-wise, we're, Sharon's painting. She's doing paint pouring. And did anyone else say what they're working on? I know Amber does a lot of painting and stuff. She shares in the art group, which is awesome. Connie, you're always busy working on something. There we go. We're going to bring this one in. You're just not here yet. And Corey might be at her cottage. That's possible. And sometimes Mustafa hops in, but he's pretty busy with school. So we might or might not see Mustafa. Alman hopped in, I don't know if it was last week. That was nice to hear from him. He was on his mom's account, so I was a little confused for a minute, but then I realized it was him. So this one's go down and around. So yeah, it's always great when people pop in. And Latidra, I think, was here last week. So currently doing a bouquet. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I can't wait to see it. That's great. I love that technique. I still have to do a little tutorial for that. So I'll hope to get back to doing some art tutorials soon because I love the art channel too. Okay, so here's a very basic start. But if we want it to be freestanding, we're going to have to figure out how to use this to make the stand. So if we cut maybe 12 inches, we don't need as much as we used before. And we want to get it to stay. So we could either do 4 stands or 3. What happens if we do 4? How much extra has to go? I think it was about 4 inches there. So let's see what happens if we do this. Okay. Bring this one around. I'm trying to go up through the spirals that I already made. Okay, so something happened there. I don't know if I followed it properly, but what if we just do 3? Let's see. So we're going to bring this one to the back, and we would have to secure it at the top, but I think it would stand with 3. I mean, we could do 4, but 3 might work. So if you do want to do, if you want to do 3, you'd have to go 4, you'd have to go back the way we came, and that's going to make this really bunchy. So why don't we, I didn't need to cut this that long. Why don't we just kind of do our trick where we bring it through at another part so it won't wiggle. Does it wiggle? It still wiggles, still wiggles. So then we could either like wind it around here or wind it in another position here, because you have to secure it in a couple of places for it not to wiggle. So that's in 2 places, so that should be better. So we've knotted it up there a couple places. We can save this little bit to make a ring or something. So we're going to cut that. Love your painting, yeah. Birthday wishes. Did you have a birthday, Sharon? That's cool. Happy birthday. When was your birthday? I'm so bad. I don't ever like scroll on Facebook or check birthdays or anything like that. So I don't even think my birthday is on Facebook. I think I have it private. So, but that's fun. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. So we're going to bring this one around to the back, and Yeah, I only really use Facebook for business and for sharing events, local events and stuff, which is really fun. Promoting other people's, events and businesses, which is I think a great thing. Facebook's great for that. Okay, so we're gonna bring this one over here. And then my comics, of course, that's just fun. So now we're gonna take this and bring this one around and around and make sure it's in the right position. It looks a little higher than the other one, so we're gonna bring it in a little bit more. That's good, and we can always adjust it a little bit after. That's not a problem. So I've got that going. It's already cool because it's gonna stand. And we're gonna get our round pliers to bring it around the 24th. That was 2 days ago. Cool. Very nice. So Monday. That's awesome. Did you do something special for your birthday? Or did you have to work? Were you DJing, singing? Let me know what you did for your birthday. That's fun. There we go. So now we're going to do this. And yeah, we had 2 birthdays in February. We had my dad and Mimi, but those were earlier in the month. Mimi was Valentine's Day, of course, and then my dad was the 10th. And we went to see him. That was nice. There we go. Oh, it actually stands, guys. Oh, I like the 3 stand thing. I think it really works well. And stays kind of pretty neat. We can always like do this type of thing to tighten it up a bit if it's not as neat as we'd like it to be. Okay, that's just funky like it is. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's super funky and it stands up, which is great. And you can adjust it as you need. Okay, so now how do we get from there to there? That's the question. Well, first you take a sip of water. Wicked cool, thank you. I was with friends, they took me out to eat. Yay, escargot. Blech. Did you like it? My friend Allison used to like escargot. Can't do it. That and mussels, cannot. Even like sushi with raw meat, I can't do that either. I used to like sushi, and then when I had a bad sushi at a very reputable sushi company, but it was just too much raw fish. Ugh. Okay, so now we are gonna somehow get from there to there, which I really have no idea what I'm doing now at this point. I just like this, but how are we gonna do that dress? That's the question. Because I do like the idea of, this is almost like a spider web type thing. So maybe we can get some other thinner wire, like 22 gauge or something, but I don't know if I have that color in 22 gauge. That's the problem. I have gold. We're just gonna do shades of gold today because all my golds seem to be different colors. I have some gold, I have some brass, like different types. Not my thing either. Most seafood. Ooh, I love shrimp though. I love coconut shrimp. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, let's get some 22 gauge wire. And I like fish and chips. What else do I like that's fishy? I like scallops, but they have to be cooked. None of this raw stuff. I can do tuna catto rolls. Okay, interesting. Is that raw tuna? That's interesting. I like tempura shrimp. That's what I love. It's good and like nice crunchy stuff. Oh, what am I gonna do now? I kind of feel like I want to make it and then add it to here, but I'm not 100% sure. And I do like this kind of raw thing that's going on, but also I'm not 100% sure about that. Why don't we start with, this looks a little bit like an infinity sign, little bit. We're gonna see. All my shrimp. Oh, you don't like shrimp? Wow. Clam chowder's good too. Oh, I love shrimp. Yeah. I'm getting hungry. That's fun. Avocado and yeah, tuna isn't cooked. Okay, avocado, yeah. I'm not sure I want this to look like a infinity sign either, but we're gonna see. So this has to be a little bit bigger, I think. I'm gonna bring this one in here. And it has to fit on here somehow. So if we got that and that here up, I mean, it could be kind of the infinity sign. Why don't we see if it's gonna work? We're gonna try. I'm gonna bring this one around. I could always undo it. It's really not a big deal. Last night we got a chicken pie from Costco, but it was very oniony. Ugh. It was delicious, but it was too much onions. And it smelled up the house. So next time we only did half. So next time we're going to cook the other half outside because it really stunk. Okay, so here is, how are we going to do this so it actually looks decent? Because we want it to hang on here. This is, I'm going to struggle here. Do you have Long John Silver's? No, no, we don't. But I went to one in Minneapolis and it was called Bubba Grump, I think, Bubba Grumps. I think that was it. It was in the Mall of America. And it was good. It was pretty good. I'm not liking this. This looks like an infinity sign. But I think I've heard of that one, Sharon, but we don't have it here for sure. We don't have it here. Yeah. It sounds good though. Okay, so let's bring this one up here. I'm trying to think of what we have. We used to have lobster. What's it called? Red lobster? But I don't know if there are any left. There's none left in Quebec, that's for sure. There might be one left in Toronto. I had a friend that used to work at the one in Toronto. It was near the Eaton Center, but now I don't know if that one's there anymore, but I think it's, I think there's one in, like, outside of Toronto in Markham or something, or, oh, that looks better. That looks more dress-like. Now, the thing we have to do now is bring it around. I'm not sure how we're gonna get this on here. I'm really just winging it here. So if we take this, maybe we do the outside first. Let's try that. Okay, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna bring it out a little bit more. And we also have Popeyes, but that's chicken. I don't think that's shrimp. What else do we have? Are there any seafood, fast food restaurants? I don't think so. I can't think of any. I mean, McDonald's has a fillet of fish, but I can't think of any actual fast food seafood restaurants. But if they had them, I would go for sure. I would definitely go to a fast food seafood restaurant. But I don't know if they do. Maybe they do in the States. That's good fish and chips. I worked at both. Cool. Red Lobster for a couple of years. Nice. That and Ivar's. What's Ivar? That's what LJS is. LJS? Long John Silver. Okay, cool. It is fast food. Cool. Wow. Learn something new every day. I wonder what, I'd have to Google what the closest one to us is. I bet it would be somewhere in New York or Vermont, because that's the closest border to us. Okay, so this is coming, guys. We're gonna see how it's gonna turn out. I don't want this to be too long. I want it to be cute. So what if we take this and I'm gonna bring this and do the loop here and do the same thing here. So we're going to measure just above there, here, and we're going to bend. And we ate at Popeyes for the first time a couple days ago. That is hilarious. That is so funny. So is it near you, Connie? I think I've been to Popeyes, but I seem to remember it being extremely salty. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so how many of these do we get to do? This kind of looks like an umbrella. We don't have any in Quebec, but we have them. They're in Ontario, in Montreal, Ottawa, which is near where my parents used to live. They moved to Arnprior, so Arnprior has nothing. Arnprior is a hick town, and they have like local restaurants, but I think, well, maybe on the outskirts of Arnprior, they probably have McDonald's and stuff. They have Tim Hortons, but they don't have, the regular fast food chains. They're just getting a Starbucks now. So there we go. Now this is what we've got for this. How are we going to do this in a way that it looks good? Maybe I should have brought it to the middle. Could have done that. Yeah, to make it look a little bit even, why don't we do that? I'm gonna come back. Okay, I'm gonna come back this way. And I don't think of what other restaurant. I used to like Wendy's. And what else? A&W. Oh, Harvey's. There used to be a Harvey's near me when I was growing up, and my friend Sharon and I used to go down to Harvey's, and in the winter we'd like have literally nothing to do. We'd be really bored, so we'd go down to Harvey's and get hot chocolate and sit there. And I'm ashamed to say in those days I was a smoker, and we used to be allowed to smoke in restaurants, and so we'd sit in Harvey's and drink hot chocolate and smoke cigarettes, which, whew, I definitely regret that, but you can't change the past. All you can do is move forward, and hopefully it hasn't done any long-term damage. Yeah, Wendy's is fun. I like Wendy's. Okay, so we're going to bring this, and we're going to make a little loop here, and we're actually going to cut one of these wires off. Okay, and I like that it's slightly centered. So you see what I've done there? I've just brought it to the middle. Nearby, I happen to be in Cincinnati. Woo, that's cool. Very fun. I've never been to Cincinnati. I've been to a few major American cities, but not Cincinnati. I've been to Chicago. I've been to, wow, Salt Lake City, but in the a layover in an airplane. I've been to LA, I've been to San Francisco, New York many times, Boston. Well, when I was a kid, we went to Orlando. Don't think I've been to Miami. Yeah, there's a lot of cities I have not been to. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. And I am going to go ahead and I think I'm just going to cut this one off. So we have the starting point. Now, I think I've forgotten about making this three-dimensional. Yeah, I totally forgot. I was going to try to make it three-dimensional. Maybe I could do something about that. Frosties. Oh, yeah, Frosties are good. Yeah, they have vanilla ones, too. And actually, I think they had another flavor, strawberry, I think. Is that possible? I think they had strawberry at one point. Okay, so here is that dress, and let's compare it to this to see what's going to happen. It's cute. Yeah, I was hoping to do the 3D thing. I don't know if it's too late to do that, because I would have to bring it around here. Then I have to like kind of make a shape. Yeah, we could kind of blend it so it looks like this goes out a little bit maybe. That makes it more 3D, but I don't know if that's going to work or not. Let's see. Here. I like that idea. But then we're going to have to bring this around type of thing. Let me just see. Yeah, that could have been at the side. I'm just going to try something different. What if I get a piece of the 20 gauge? That's 18. So I'm going to try something different and see. Salted caramel. Whoa, what? That's crazy. Those are Frosties? That's insane. I've never heard of any of those. Yeah, I think I've had vanilla, maybe strawberry, even though I'm not 100% sure if I dreamt it or not. Wow, that's really interesting. Creamsicle. I used to love creamsicle when I was a kid. That was the best. Okay, so now I'm going to see if I could just do the bottom of the dress with this to see how I might be able to do a three-dimensional one, but I'm not 100% sure. So if I do that, up and up and again, down, down, and then this one down, here, here, okay. Hey Kathy, how are you? Happy you're here. I started a little bit late, so we're you're not too bad. I started about 20 minutes late, I guess. And we're trying to continue with these dresses. So we're going to take this one here and around and around. And I'm going to see how many of these I'm going to need to make it look three-dimensional, because I think there can be a way to do this. I just should have thought a little harder about it. Okay, we're going to bring this one around. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need, but I'm going to keep making them until it looks like I might be able to do it three-dimensional. And then we're going to see. I could probably recoup what I already made. And we're going to bring it around and do a little bit more. Around here. Okay. And up. And another one. Yeah, it's a beautiful day out there. I'm going to definitely go for a walk after this. Yesterday was mild, but it was raining, so not exactly walk weather. Okay, let's go down. Let's go around a little bit more. Just got home. Ooh, 1:30. Okay, yes. So you're an hour earlier than us. There we go. Yeah, I usually don't go out until the afternoon because I work at home, so I don't usually have a need to go out until the afternoon, and then I usually have to go to the post office, although I can skip today. I'm going to go on Thursday instead. And I'm hoping to sell some of those new kits that I made in my DIY shop. So I'm having a lot of fun with them, that's for sure. And I'm making some little, we call them surprise packs. So it's a bunch of different beads and findings that people can make their own projects with. So that's a fun experiment. I always love making stuff like that, like little packages and little kits and stuff. Okay, now this is what I have for the bottom part. And let's see if I'm going to backtrack this one a bit. Oh, there's the phone. I think I'm going to just let it go. So we're just going to clip that. It's probably my friend Patricia, because we're supposed to do figure drawing tonight. So we'll see. We'll just see if she leaves a message. Okay, so now we want to attach this to that. We're going to see what it does. And hopefully it's not going to be too short. No, nobody left a message. Say, there we go. That one and that one. So these little bits I'm just going to cut off. And we're going to count. We have to count. So if that's middle, this is the middle. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is the middle. And this one, we're going to have to, maybe to here, I guess. Just to here, I guess. Wait, that's middle. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's attach this one here. I'm going to bring this one in. I hope it's gonna work. Yeah, you really have to get it stuck in there. So let's just take this. It's a little tricky once you've already cut that thing, but I think it'll work. So we've got that. There we go. Perfect. There. Perfecto. Nice. Excellent. And we're gonna just pinch that one in here. Hopefully it's gonna stay in that little crevice. Oopsies. Okay, there's that one. And then this one is gonna come on this side. So let's make sure we've got it in the right place. So this is 1, 2, 3. So it should be which one? Okay, that one. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is gonna come here. And we have to get it secure. Oh, now why? I think I put it in the wrong place. 1, 2, yeah, I did. I did on the wrong one. How did I do that? Okay, so I'm gonna put this one in the right place. And then the other one I'll move over. Yeah, I'll move the other one over. Okay. Boy, I was being so careful and I still put it in the wrong place. Okay, that can happen. Sometimes when we're too careful, things get worse. Okay, let's not cut through the wire we don't want to cut through. Okay, this one's going to go here. I'm just going to pull that up and clip it and bring this one in here and pinch it. There we go. So all we have to do now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move it over here. Oh, I think it just moved on its own. I don't think I put it in the wrong place. I think it kind of wiggled over all by itself. There. So we have to really pinch it in there so it's going to stay. Okay. Get right in there. There we go. There. And then as always, if ever you guys can't stay for the whole live stream, it's not a problem at all. We just really use these as an opportunity to connect and throw around ideas, chit chat. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Okay, so that looks actually pretty good. It's more three-dimensional. And for this part, we'll want to attach it at the back here. So let's bring this one around. So we've got all the way around, and we could do the same thing where we attach it with one of the wires. So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to bend this out at a right angle. I'm going to take this one. I get more mix-ups on my last name. Oh, I'm missing something here. Sit and, yeah, I'm happy you're here to watch. Just sit and relax. It's very relaxing. Yeah, we're just gonna do this and pull that. Yeah, I like doing this because this way I work out any glitches, and then if you guys want to try these things, at least you'll know what works and what doesn't work. And I could probably remove this because it's a little bit in the way, and I might run down and check for my ribbons at some point. So if at some point I'll give you like a little 2-minute break to go to the bathroom or something. That's what Serena does. She always does like a little bathroom break in the middle of her workshops, which is nice. And there we go. So we're going to do this. Bring that one in. Okay, and then up. Okay, so those are I don't know if you can see, but that's attached at the back. And now the idea is you want to go ahead and make this more three-dimensional. So this is back, although it could be the front, I guess. And then we're going to bring this one back and straight up. Okay, so this one's going to be a little more flat at the back. And then what I'm thinking to do is we'll bring this, maybe rather than twist it, I'm going to bring it over and try to do a thing where I just give it a little niche, a little little nook, like a nook and cranny. And we're just going to pinch it in there so it stays in place. Okay, so that's pinched in place. And there's not too much twisting on it, because if there's too much twisting, it's going to look funny, but I don't know if this is going to work out, because I wanted to give it a little bit of shape so it looks a little bit more like curvaceous would be the word for it. But now I'm not sure if that makes it look like she's just got a lump on her chest rather than a nice looking chest, because the curve should be higher up, I guess. So in that case, maybe I should bring it around. We're going to try. So that was one way to do it, which didn't quite work. And then the other way, we're going to try to, let me flatten this out a little bit more. Got a little crinkly. That's what these are for. I'm going to have to change these pads because you can see they've got really worn out with the last few projects I've been working on. But you can unscrew that and put new pads on there. So I might even do a video when I change that, and then people can see how it's done. So if I bring this one around, and honestly, I'm not going to worry too much about this because I do want to embellish it. But I do like that idea of bringing that around and then bring it in to make it look more curvaceous, and then out. See? Yeah, see the profile, you can see how it looks. It looks good. Even if it's not, no, it looks like she has one boob, but that's okay. We're going to fix this. So we're going to bring this one out like that. I haven't even decided how I'm going to attach this to this thing. This might or might not work. So we've got that, and we've got to bring this down to the, yeah, I want it right in there. I'm going to bring it right down to the center. Okay, we're just going to do that. Right down to the middle one, go like that, and then attach it in here. So we're going to go ahead and take that pad changing video. Yeah, like people might want to see that they can change the pads. And I'll just like learn as I go. It could be just a little quick video because I've actually never done it before. So, but I know I have extra pads because I'm pretty sure when they sent me those pliers that there was the extra pads in them, and they're honestly do. But I mean, I mistreat those pliers because I've used them. I'm trying to think of what I used them for recently. Oh, that went in the wrong spot. What I used them for recently, where they got really mashed up. I think it was when I did the components for the earrings and the bracelets. I really went to town on them before I hammered them. I should have like maybe just hammered them first, but anyways, live and learn, and at least I can change the pads. Okay, so there's that. Perfect. Okay, it's coming along. And now I have all these little extra bits that I can use on here. And so we want one here. Oh, this slipped. So let's pinch that. Oops, wrong pliers. Let's move some of these out of the way. Okay. So we want to really pinch that in place, because otherwise it slips. Okay. And then we want to do, let's first of all see how in the world are we going to attach this. Yeah, that was a bit of an error, because now I'm not sure how I'm going to attach this on here. I should have done something else. So let me pull it back again. This is where you learn from my errors, because that's not going to work. Okay, let's pull this back. Okay, and then we even have to pull it back from here. Okay. And then we're going to see if we can put this one on. Well, now the sun's coming. Okay, so if we bring this here and to the back and here, this is on the front. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to leave that one there, and I'm actually going to attach it. Where's my thing? Oh, it should be lower here, actually. Yeah, this should be lower. Okay, so this should be through here. I should have already put it on the dress form. I'm going to bring this through here, and I'm a little worried it's going to snap because I've bent it so many times, but I have to attach this when it's on the dress form. Okay, let's just bring this one down. Otherwise, it's not going to be able to go on there. Okay, so there we go. That was a pretty big mistake. I'll bring that one here. And let's just go ahead and try to fix this, and then we'll go to the rest of it. So we're going to give it a pinch. Oh, it broke. I knew it would. There we go. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that. Okay, so let me just trim this one right off. That's the trouble when you bend it too much, and I pinched it and bent it and all that stuff. So let's just trim this one off. So we have the dress, and we have the dress form. There we go. Let's take a picture of those. Okay, let's take a picture of those, and then we can go from there. Okay, so let me take a picture of this, and soup, like that maybe. I don't know if we can put that on the side. That's good enough. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. And I'm just going to check my text for a sec, because I'm waiting for 2 texts. No, I'm good. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now the idea is we want to put this on here. And like already it's super cute like that. It's maybe a little on the small side, but I'm not going to redo that. I'm going to get some, let me just see what we're doing here. I'm almost tempted to go in with the 22 gauge wire now, because the 20 is going to be a little stiff doing these details. So I'm going to cut a piece of 22 gauge wire. And, oh, here comes the sun. I'm going to close the curtain and see if it's going to work better. There we go. Okay, that's better than moving my whole table around. And the idea here is we want to attach this to here. And then we'll go from there. And not too high up either. Okay, I'm going to take this and go at the halfway point. Bring this around and wind it around a few times. Okay, maybe 3 times. This is really soft wire, this 22, but it's going to be easier than trying to deal with the other one. So what if we do it 3 times? And what if I bring this one here? Then we could do that little bra type looking thing. Okay, if I do it up here, and then I'm going to bring it actually through here. Okay, so looks pretty good. And then around, and I'm going to bring it to the back. Okay, okay. So that way it looks like we have that little bra thing going on. And then I'm just going to maybe use these flat ones. So this solves 2 problems. It attaches it to the dress form and it creates this little bra shape that I wanted from the beginning. That didn't work. Oh, let's do it with the nails. There we go. Okay, perfect. So it's a little wonky, but it's all right. It's totally fine. So now we want, that looks good. It's a bit like glasses, but that's okay. So we're going to take this here and we can widen that if we need. And we're going to, this got pulled apart a bit. It's all right. And this one, we're going to hold here and wind it through a few times. So hold it carefully and bring this one through 3 times. 1, and then 2. My hands used to hurt when I held things tightly like this, but I think I've been pacing myself, so my hands aren't having such troubles anymore with arthritis because I've stopped using wire that's really too thick for my work, and it's made a difference. You know, you just really have to pace yourself. Okay, so this is in here, but let's try to get this so this is actually on top here. A little kinked, but that's okay. Okay, and then this one got a little crooked. I'm not sure what happened here. I'm going to try to fix it. This is the top of the, okay, this has to come down, that's why. Okay, that has to come right down. And yeah, so that's pretty good. And then we want to start making the lines. Well, see, this is really flat now. So the we didn't end up doing this very 3-dimensional at all because I forgot. But we can push it out maybe. If we push it out a little bit, we can do that. I think I'm going to cut these ends and then I'm going to try to work something else out because sometimes when you try to carry the wire over, it just looks messy. So let's cut those. Got all kinds of scraps. Yes, so this ends up being not as like 3-dimensional as I was hoping, but I'm now pushing it out a little bit. I'm going to try to pinch it in place in the middle so it will hold in place. It's become a little more 3-dimensional, and then we have to, ooh, that one came out. Okay. Oh, these are getting really weird. Okay, so that's 1, 2. Is that in the right place? It should be here, I think. And 1, 2, and this is 1, 2, and then here. And this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess like that. Where's my picture? Oh, hang on. Let me just see. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay. This one. Get in there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess so. Okay, let's do this here. It comes comes undone. You just have to go back in. Okay, there's that. And then this one too, it also came undone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to attach that one here. Who would have thought this would take so long? But what is the problem here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, something's wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something's wrong. Yeah, this should be up more. Yeah, that's it. It's a bit wide at the back. I think that's the problem. At the back, it got a little wide. So that's what we have to do is clip this. I think I ended up being not wide enough at the front. I think that was the problem, because this should have been one down in the middle. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we could have done that. Maybe we'll do it that way, and it could be less at the back. That's fine. Okay, so let me just try to move this around to the next one, and it'll just be a little uneven at the back, I think, which is probably all right. Okay, let's just try it if it goes in here, because then it's maybe better. That's what I had in mind. So let's do that. It'll be a little, I think I don't have enough at the back, but it's okay. It shouldn't show. Okay, so there's that. It's looking actually really good, surprisingly. And now let us see what we could do here to do because see, it has these little lines on it. So we're going to see if we can actually do something with that. And we're going to have to stick with the 22 gauge wire, even maybe less, because it's very, very hard to attach these wires. Okay, now, let me just see what they're doing here. Ah, yes. Okay, so if we get one here, and I'm just going to, you know what I'm going to do is attach that, bring it around, but maybe I might even just it's really annoying when it starts moving all over the place. So maybe I'll actually bring it through a couple of times. Because I find when you just attach it in one place, it moves around a lot. But if you bring it around a couple of times, it might work better. So we're going to see about that. Okay. So let's see. Maybe it's going to be worse. I don't know. So if we bring this in here and give it a good pinch, and then bring this one down here, and then this has to come up and over here. So this has to kind of come down at the waist, about like that, and then up, and then we want it to be hold in place there. I could twist it there. Makes for a lot of twisting, but what if we just twisted it here and see what it does? So if we bring it through here, okay, and around here, okay, it's pretty good. Because I could have twisted it there and there, which maybe would have been better. Or we can just do it here to keep it simple. Okay, let's do another one on the other side and see which looks better. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut these a little shorter. Okay, and this one, we're gonna do the same. We're going to bend this a little bit, and then bend this here, and this one, and then we're going to wind it around a couple of times. Here. Yeah, it's very awkward to do this. What I could have done, but it would have made it like have little loops there. If you had little loops in the crevices, you're not gonna have this problem with these ends wiggling all over the place. So that's definitely another solution. You can make little loops and then put the ends of the wire through the loops. Maybe I'll try to draw something out, draw something like that out as a pattern in case anyone wants to try it. I mean, I'm not sure anybody's going to want to try this project because it's very labor intensive. But you guys can take whatever parts of this project you want to do and, you know, go with it. So we're going to bring this one down here and up here, which is kind of cute. And the thing you could do is, it's kind of hard to measure it and stuff, but we could bring it up here, and if I just hold this here and bend it, okay, and then I'm going to bring it through that part and around. Let's see how that's going to look. Okay, here. Oh, of course I brought it through the wrong end. Okay, here. Then I can maybe redo the other one if I have to. So we actually bend it here, okay, at the bottom. And then we want to bend it at the top part. So we're going to do that. And then if you want to curve it so it's more curvaceous, you could do that and then through. Okay, and I just curved it to the side, but then I could bring it out after. We're going to go here, and then this, let's bring it down a little bit. It's a little high. Okay, we're going to bring it down around here. Okay, so that's looks good. That looks better than that. So let's remove that and start again. And I'll just, whoopsies. I'm just going to actually bend it, clip it here. Okay, so we're going to start again. I don't mind starting again. We're not that far along with it. And we can remove this. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Okay, now we're going to start again down here. We're going to bring this here. Let's fix it up. Pinch it. No, wrong one. Pinch it. Okay. And we want this one in here. So we're going to take this. See, this one already moved. So maybe I'm better just to do it the once. Okay, let's just see. Because that other one, I twisted it twice and it still moved. So maybe we can do that. It's hard to say. I'll just go around a couple of times. I think doing those loops would really help. And then you wouldn't have to worry about these wires moving back and forth. Okay, let me just clip that. And that I didn't pinch out. I didn't clip off enough. Okay. So now we're going to bring it here. Bring it right into that little bend. There you go. Get right in there. Pinch it. And okay. In. Okay. So now we're going to bring that one up here and then to here, and then we're going to do that thing where we bend the wire to help it out and pinch it. And then we're going to bring this through and through. And as always, I'll put a picture of this, a photo, so you guys can see the actual finished product, because it's really hard to see on the video, and I understand that it's might be a little frustrating because it's hard to see, and the video quality is not the best. It's better than it used to be, but it's not as good as it could be because I'm not streaming on a camera. I'm just streaming on my iPad. So definitely the quality could be better. But I have tried streaming software with my camera and I haven't had any success with that. So I bought one of those, I forget what it's called, like a Camtech or something. It's like a thing you attach to your camera to stream on the internet or on the video, but it didn't work for me and I gave up because I have no patience with technology. Okay, so we're gonna bring this one here, and now we're going to wind it, this time towards the inside. Yes, we just curved it around, and then we're gonna take this and bring it around here. Okay, through here. We're still on screen. Oh, Sharon's gotta go. Bye, Sharon. Thanks for hopping on. And stay tuned for the next 10-day challenge that's coming in April. It's gonna be a good one. I'm excited about it. So we're gonna bring this one here and there and up. Okay, so those, I don't know if you guys can see, but that looks pretty legit. That looks a lot like the sketch. And now we're going to give that a little pinch. And yeah, this could have gone down a little bit lower, but if we could bring this one down a little lower. Just gonna curve it down a little bit lower. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Let's try to straighten it out a little bit. Okay, and then this one. We're gonna do this one here. And I'm gonna bring that one through here. And there we go. Okay, so that's pretty good. And bring that out here. And bring this one out a bit. Okay. I'm just seeing how it looks in the picture. I feel like this one ended up being not long enough, but I don't want it to break either. So I'm just gonna curve it out a little bit more. And then bring that. Okay, so this is, or maybe it just has to come over this way a little more. Okay, that's pretty good. This side ended up being a little shorter than that side, I think, but it's pretty good. So now we want to, I guess, bring this to the back. May as well. We have enough wire. And I'm not going to make it too like 3D-ish. I'm going to bring it to here and then out. And this one too, I'm going to bring it down and then out at around the waist. Okay, try to get them, maybe I'll try to get them at the same position-ish. Okay, so they're a little sticking out too much, but we could slant them. And, oh, Christina, hello, hello. Nice to see you. Yeah, I have fun with it, that's for sure. I've had a few glitches with this one, but it is coming along. So now this one, I realize I have less wires on the back than the front, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. The back's not going to show too much, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish these ends here. Yeah, this one is definitely trickier than it looks. It was, I didn't think it would be this hard. I knew it would be tricky, but I didn't know it would be this tricky. So It's very tricky. And there we go. Latidra, how are you? Yay! Everybody's hopping on. There we go. Yep, this one's coming along. And I'm just going to, maybe I'll give it a little help with the pliers. It's easier to get it around. And, oh yeah, this one had an uneven amount of little things on it, so that's okay. I'm not going to worry too much about the back. And make sure that's pretty good. Bring that around. Maybe that should have been a little bit more. Just gonna open it and twist this a little bit more. And then bring this one to the back. We're gonna have lots of bits of wire. That's for sure. Okay, we'll cut that. But it's coming, it's definitely coming. And now it's the embellishment too that might be tricky, that I haven't quite decided how I want to do this. Okay, so we've got this, which looks pretty good. I think I'm going to take a picture of it now because I want to even these out a bit. Maybe just bring that here. I'm going to hold this with that. And the hearts, is that Mirta here? I knew it as soon as I saw those hearts. Hi, Mirta. I'm glad you made it. There we go. I love those hearts. Okay, so now I'm just going to do it that way. So that stands pretty good. These ones have to put maybe more to the back. Here, I'm just going to hold this and do that. And now Mirta being a sewer, I would appreciate the dress form for sure. We're continuing from last week where we did the a couple of them two-dimensional, but these are three-dimensional. And I don't know if I want that. What position I had those in before, these stands. I guess it was something like that. I kind of forget. And we have to fill it in a little bit more. So let's go ahead. Hearts full, yes. Mirta, Mirta is the queen of hearts. So now, let's put a little bit more wire in there. And then we're going to try to embellish it. Although I might want to just leave it like this. It's so cute. Yeah, I do want to have one wire coming up here. The trouble is now, I'm not quite sure how we're going to attach it because of that part. But I'm just going to go ahead and attach it here. And bring it around a couple of times. So we did the other ones. Okay, bring this one in and around. Maybe just pinch it. I should have given it one of those helper bends, but I didn't. So we're just gonna straighten that out a little bit. Bring that one down. And up a bit. So Mirta, is it still really hot where you are? I think it was 40 degrees last week or something, which is very, very warm. We're actually having a warm day today. I think we're gonna have our last blast of cold on the weekend, and then that's it, I hope, because then it's gonna be March. Our local ice cream store is opening on Friday, Wild Willie's. They used to only open like in end of March, but now they're real keeners. They built a little door, like a window where you could just order at the window. Okay, so this is cute. Now are we gonna be able to attach it up here? I guess so. So we're gonna just bring this one through here. Emporium Lux, hello. Who? I don't think, yeah, thank you. I think you did the right thing there, Amber. I think they were selling gold, which none of us want. So there we go. Okay, thank you for that. Appreciate that. Okay, so now, I just attached it in there and that's fine. And I don't know if I want to do too much on the back. I mean, I could just go ahead. Let's see how it's going to look if we bring it around to the back. Like, is it necessary? I mean, I could, but also, I don't know if it's necessary or not. I think I'm just going to clip it. I don't want too much wire either. And we're really only going to look at this from the front, even though it is 3-dimensional. So I'm going to clip that there. And I heard about the Joanne stores. Yes, closing. I saw an article about that. Actually, I saw a YouTube video. I didn't watch it, but the heading was the downfall of Joanne's. So I don't know what's going on with that, if there's just too much competition or what's happening. So we don't have Joanne's in Montreal or Canada as far as I know. So I go to Michael's. But let me know if you know any details about Joanne's, and is it just going out of business? Or is there something more nefarious going on? I'm not sure. So there we go. It's hard with all the competition, and people buy supplies online. Okay, so that's cute. So maybe we should go ahead and do something with these last wires, and then we're going to start to embellish it. So let's go ahead and do this. I just tried to envision how much wire I'll need and add some. I just try to add some wire. Oh, depending, sorry, heather or amber wire, depending on where you get, can be expensive. How do you measure wire? Well, for this project, I have no recommendations because I'm winging it, so I have no idea how much wire I'm going to need. But I do generally cut more wire than I need and use the scraps for something else. Sometimes you can slightly predict, like sometimes when I say I've made something and I'm trying to repeat what I've made, sometimes I'll actually get my ruler and then measure parts of the piece, and then I calculate, like add and subtract and calculate, and then I allow myself more than what I need. But I'll often say I'm trying to make something that I've already made and I forget how much wire I need. Often I'll just grab a ruler so I could eyeball it a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, I always like to use too much than too little. I mean, you can add wire, but it's not the easiest. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this one up here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and finish it. I think above here, below maybe. I'm just going to bring it through here and bring it through. Yeah. There we go. Like for rings, there are, I think you could, if you Google, you could kind of get guidelines on how to measure for rings. Like I always cut about 3 inches for the band and then, you know, try to wing the rest of it. But yeah, knowing how much wire to use is definitely a challenge. Or like making coils and stuff. I think you can calculate that, but that has to be depending on the size of your wire, the size of the coil, and all that, how tight you make the coil. Like there's so many variables with wire that is, I rarely use high-end wire because it can be very wasteful. So, and then if I say I do something out of sterling, which I have done for the gallery, often I'll make it out of cheap wire first, so I have an idea of how much wire I have to use. And then that avoids wasting expensive wire. So there's all kinds of little tips and tricks. Okay, let's go ahead and cut this one. Then I think that'll be it for now. I'm not going to worry too much about the back because I think it's just going to take time, and we don't have time. We're almost done here. Okay, so here's this one. We're going to bring it in to the middle and then up, and then I'll bend it underneath this one. And we're just gonna bring it through there under here because we do have to finish it off. So I just brought it around and I'm gonna clip it. Okay, so now we've got all of this. It's pretty cool. The other thing that in my drawing is I did do wires around here, but that's gonna start to take a lot of time. And if you did want to do that, you might even consider using a thinner wire, like this 24 gauge wire. That's something else that you could do, although the 24 is almost as stiff as the 22 gauge wire, which is strange, but sometimes depending on the lot, you can have thinner wire. Hobby Lobby has been in trouble for a while. Wow. Wow. The Hobby Lobby near you closed? That's interesting. One of our Michaels closed in Vaudreuil, which is not too far. No, not Vaudreuil, Ville-Saint-Laurent. But so I have to go to the one in Vaudreuil. That's it. Okay, so now if you want to do this, you can, but you know what? It's going to take me so long. You're almost better just to bring the wire around. What would happen if we wove it instead of like twisted it? Let's just see. See, we just brought this around. Because if you weave it back and forth, it might look good, and then you wouldn't have to do the twisting it around each thing, because that's going to take forever. Okay, so we're going to go around here, and I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, but you can do something like this where you bring it through, like weaving it around, in and out. And like I said, I'm not going to worry about the back because it's going to take forever. So if we went around here, and you know what I'm going to do? Just to be cheaty, I'm going to just twist it around here. Because this could take me till midnight if I tried to make it perfect. So I'm going to just attach this here so it's actually attached somewhere. Okay, we're going to bend that in. Pinch it in so it stays in place. Wait. Okay, so that's there. And then if we bring this one around here, so it looks like the picture, and then let's just bring this one around to here. I'm going to twist it in. Okay. And wonder if we could just use the same wire again. I'm going to bring this one up. Yeah, I didn't even end up measuring these wires because at this point it's too much to remember. So you can just use your scraps as you go with this. Okay, and then this one we want to go through again. So let's go, like, why don't we try opposite way where we go on there like that way. Okay, and then up here. This is going to get kinked here, and then under, over, and then under here. Move this here. Okay, under here, and then yeah, this is going to be tricky because these are tighter together here. So why don't we try to go further down and then up. Okay, and then over. Can maybe fix it after. I don't know if it's going to work. It's going to get a little kinked, but, and then I'm just weaving it at this point. Okay, this way. Okay, and then down. And then we're going to come up again, and then that'll be it. And then we have to figure out how we can straighten it out a little bit. I should have maybe gone the same way I did the first one, because look at this, it's all super kinked now. Yeah, you know what? I don't like that. Okay, let's bring it back. Okay. It's just looking really weird and kinky, so I'm gonna bring this back. Okay. Just to make it easier, I'm gonna just trim it here, cut it to get rid of it, and then we're gonna try again. Okay, let's just get rid of that. Okay, cut it again. There. Okay, so let's try it again. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, it's very sad for the business. And it ends up being that a lot of people end up shopping on Amazon, which is, you know, I get a lot of great stuff on Amazon, but I feel bad for all the businesses that are trying to make a go of it because they're pretty well going out of business because of Amazon. So, but the trouble is there's some things I just can't get anywhere except on Amazon. So that's unfortunate, but that's the sad reality. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna go around here and yeah, Walmart used to have a lot of craft stuff too, and I noticed they don't have a lot of craft stuff anymore. And even Omer de Serre, which is our art store, used to have a lot of jewelry stuff, and they don't anymore. They used to have bins of beads and stuff, but they don't. I do have a bead wholesaler store that I go to that has a lot of stuff that I need, that I get, and the prices are really good because it's wholesale. But I live in a major city. Not everybody lives in a major city and can do that. So yeah, it's definitely a dilemma. That's for sure. And we're gonna go around here and around here. And so I've just tried to do my best with this to get it to sit properly. It did get a little kind of damaged to a certain degree, but I'm just gonna go ahead and attach this down here where I had the other one attached. Attach it in two places so it doesn't wiggle. We're gonna do that. And then that'll be it for the wire part. We have to bring this one around. So it looks, even though it's not kind of woven in, like wound around, it's still pretty good. I don't mind that it's really loose, actually. I think it looks pretty interesting. It's a little more artistic, and we just have to kind of adjust it so it's in a good position. And then bring this one down here. And that should be good. Yeah, just bring it down like that. Make sure there's enough wire there. Hold it down like that. And then I'm gonna just push it up a little bit more and attach this. So the back looks, I mean, it doesn't look awful, but there's not much detail in the back. I kind of wound it all back here, which is okay. Okay, so here's this. It's pretty good. I might even want to like adjust some of these back ones so they're not showing, but I like it. I like it. It's very busy. So let me just adjust this so it's more or less in the right position. Looks really cool. It's a little crinkly. I don't mind. Now you could do the adjusting that you need. And it does stand. So quickly, let's try to do the embellishments. Fancy, thank you. 30 miles from any major chain. Yeah, understandable. That's a long way to drive. So I don't know if any of these are going to work out, but I had hoped to put some little flowers. I do like this antique flower here and this one. Maybe I'll just do, oh, see, this is coming apart. Why are these coming apart? I have to be careful with this, but see, if we put like this and this, I think that would be cute. because I don't think we're going to have, I don't think we can do 3 flowers, but this is falling apart. So what I have to do is get some wire, maybe some gold, this wire, maybe, here's a little piece of gold, and yeah, shipping it can be expensive. Yeah, I have Amazon Prime, so there's free shipping, but Amazon just left Quebec, so it's been very awkward to, you know, I've had 2 orders get lost. Here, I'm gonna actually remove this and see if I could fix this without having that extra wire bit that it came with. Yeah, I've had 2 orders that have been lost, which is very unfortunate, and everything takes forever now. It's ridiculous. Yeah, but I think they're fighting to get it back to Quebec, so let's hope that's gonna work. It was a union thing, which is very sad. Okay, so there's one attached with the wire, and this one too, because I don't want this big gob of wire. So let's do this here, and ooh, I don't buy on Temu. That's the one place I don't buy because I don't trust them. I know some people have had good experience, but I don't even go on the site. There we go. So we got to bring this one around here and around and around. So there we go. We've got these 2 attached with wire, and let's see if they are going to hold here. I like the colors, they're very antique-y, and I was hoping to do some kind of ribbon, but I think this one isn't gonna look so good. Remember I was gonna paint that, I said, and then it just looks a little cheap. But if I had some actual ribbon, like there's that. What other ribbons do I have? Unless I could like take one of these flowers apart and use it as ribbon. Let's see if we can do something like that. Because I don't have we talked about green and we talked about blue, and I don't really have either of those. So what if I just took this, which is ribbon, and let's cut this here, and yeah, I'm actually selling a lot of my old beads and craft supplies and stuff just because I don't want to throw them out, and I'm putting together little kits, which is super fun. So we'll see if anybody can use any of that stuff. And yeah, I have sort of basic things that I buy all the time, basic wires and things like that. But I can't resist a good craft kit either. Okay, so what if we just take this and this, I don't know if that's good. I mean, it's kind of cute. It's not really, unless I put together some like green wires or something. I was hoping to put together some kind of ribbon or something on there. So here, this is where we're going to take a 2-minute break. If you want to go to the bathroom and get a glass of water, I'll be right back. some ribbon, but I don't think it's going to be right. Okay. Your son fell asleep on your lap. Aw, I remember those days. That's fun. Okay, so I do have some ribbon, but I don't know if anything is useful. Maybe this little piece that's kind of ribbony, but I'm not sure it's going to work or not. I'm gonna just try this one because I really don't have much ribbon. And oh, really? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Usually they, Amazon's good at Amazon's really good at reimbursing you though. Like if I've had trouble with packages not delivered or said they were, or they were late, and then ultimately I get refunded. So that's a good thing. So here is the little ribbon to see. Let's see if that's ribbon's gonna work. If we wind it around, and we do want it to kind of stick together a little bit. This is very experimental. Let's see if this is gonna work. And the thing with the wire is you can kind of sculpt it in a way. You know, if you go around a few times, you could use the wire to bend the ribbon to the place that you want it. Like say I come around back again and around here, we could kind of come around, and if you just squeeze it and stuff, you'll see it holds it in place, which is really cool. So this isn't the ideal ribbon, but it might work. Now this little piece is sticking out, so, and then this piece got a little frayed, but I don't know if I mind that or not. And we can trim the ribbon too. So this is an idea. My flower got a little bit mangled. Let's see if we can fix this in a way. I wonder if we could fix this in a way. This you're just gonna have to like experiment with. Oh, it's got writing on it. Interesting. Did not see that. And what happens if we try to put it on the, I mean, it's cute, but I don't know if I like that dark ribbon either. And it's a little bit big. So what if we pull it back? If we say we don't like that, and we just take it off. Okay, maybe it's too dark. And I wish I had more ribbon, but I don't. What else have I got in there? Okay. I mean, I could also use wire. Most of these just look like Christmas ribbons. So I'm not sure about those. The other thing I had was, oh, let me just see. I had another thing that was more like a bead. If I can find it. Just look. Got all kinds of random beads. I was looking through them last night to do some kits. And there was one I decided not to use, but might be suitable for this. So let me find it, if I can. Yeah, it was in here. Let's see if it's gonna work. They might be too cheap, but there were these little leaves. Maybe we could use those. In fact, maybe we should use these beads instead of the fabric flowers. Let's see how this looks if we put this one on. Okay, I'm gonna take this and put it on here and see if it works. Oh, I have to close my curtain now because the sun came around. There we go. Okay, it's still a little liney, but that's okay. Okay, I love the leaf beads. Oh, thank you. I want wings. Anyone else hungry? Waffles, yum. I think so. Check the community post of our other channel. Link, color pencils. Oh, I think I missed something. I think I missed some of that conversation. What was it a link for? Okay, so this isn't bad. It's quite cute. And I actually even like the fabric with those leaves. So let's go ahead and try to attach it in a way. Do I want one leaf or two leaves? Let's try two and see how it looks. Okay, these are plastic, but they're quite cute. And they're gonna look better than the ribbons, that's for sure. Okay, so let's get this one in here. I don't know if we want two leaves or one leaf. Two might be a little much, but I can't really tell. Maybe that way? Let's see. That way? Just see. It's really hard to see on here. Yeah, having a little bit of trouble here. Let's put that there, like that and that. It's kind of interesting. That's two. And let's see what one looks like. Okay. And then wants to know about the kits. Oh yeah, the kits. Yeah, in the community section, I did put a link to the kits there. So in the community section of the other channel, the wire channel. You're right. Yeah, for sure. Let me know if you think this one leaf or two. I think I'm just gonna do one. I think it's gonna get overwhelmed. So let's just do one. And I'm going to wind it a little bit with the wire so it's going to hold in place. Am I unwinding it here? I'm not sure what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna try to wind this around to hold it in place. Hopefully my wire's not gonna break. Okay, let's just go around a few times underneath and then it should hold. There we go. I still have this little bit too that I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with. You know what, I'm gonna clip that one because it's just getting in the way a little bit, and I will just take this and place it on the dress. And this just is going to show you what you can do, because I think there's a lot more that can be done with this, but because we are pretty well at the end of our time, I just want to make sure it's going to sit nicely. So we're going to bring this one in here, bring it through here, and a couple of times bring the wire through, around, and then here, here. And for the kits, I do request too. So if there's something specific you guys want and you can't find, or you want like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you can just let me know and I can put together something. Because sometimes you don't want to buy like a whole roll of wire or a whole pack of beads, and I can always put together some little kits like that, just to save you money and save you the trouble to have to buy a whole bunch of stuff. So there we go. So we're gonna do that and around. And I think that's pretty good. It's, it's not perfect, but it's it's kind of a little bit of what I had in mind idea-wise. And the fact that it's done and it worked. So these ones, the other thing I was thinking was these parts on the little bra part is to pull them out so they're more three-dimensional. So maybe we could bring those out a little bit, because right now they're flat. So if we bring those out at a bit of an angle, yeah, then they kind of look a little bit better. And there's that. It is the glass, the bead is a little plasticky, but I don't mind it. It's the idea. It's really cute, guys. So here it is like that. We could have maybe even put, see, I do have also these plastic beads, which I could have done the plastic beads, but I do like these ones. And is that the only colors I had? I had this one too. So if you want, like, I do like asymmetry. So if you did want to do 3 flowers, you could also have done 3 flowers. Like I could have put another little flower in there as well. I also have the yellow one too, which isn't too bad. But I think for now, I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to try to maybe cover the leaf a little more because it is a little plasticky, but if we just cover it up a little more, it looks pretty good, and it gives you the idea. So there's that, guys. That's it for today. Yeah, too many beads would make it heavy. Cute, thank you. A hat at the top. Ooh, that would be really nice. That would be cool too, a little hat. Yeah, because I have these sketches and I was thinking to do one like some other designs with hats too, but we might move on to something else next week. Let me know what you want me to do next week. If you want me to continue with the dresses or do something else, because I take special requests. And anytime, guys, you have questions, if I missed your questions, just email me at heatherboydwire@gmail.com and I'll answer any questions you want. If you want me to put together a little kit of things for you to try, let me know. I'm totally cool with that. And I'm going to flip the screen to say goodbye, and then I'm going to clean up my workspace. So here we go. We're back. Yay! So guys, thank you so much for hopping on. That was so much fun. I got my Possible Worlds t-shirt. I love this t-shirt. This is my friends have a thing in Ottawa, a business kind of art thing in Ottawa called Possible Worlds, and they do all kinds of craft workshops and stuff like that. So shout out to Melanie for her Possible Worlds t-shirt. Thank you so much. And Amber, thank you always for moderating the chat and blasting those spammers. I super appreciate it. That's awesome. Let me know, guys, if you have a different request for next week's live stream. If you need any craft kits, need help finding supplies, let me know. I've got all kinds of resources. And I hope everybody has a great rest of the day. And we will see you on the flip side. Bye.